Hey, what's up guys? Happy Friday. Thanks for joining me for this video. This is attempt number 4 to record a short video. I don't know why it's so hard for me to keep these videos short on Friday, but you guys know, normally I like to talk about ways that we can make money, that we can create passive income streams. Today, I'm feeling inspired to talk about what to do with that money. And I just want to share a concept called inflation that I'm sure we're all familiar with. It's probably been trending more these past year and a half to almost 2 years due to all the money printing they've been doing in response to COVID, right? So when they print money, it dilutes the money supply. The dollars that we have lose purchasing power. That's why it takes more money to buy a lot of the same goods and services right now than it used to a year ago, 2 years ago especially. You know, McDonald's used to sell hamburgers for 15 cents. Why did McDonald's raise their prices? Well, it's not McDonald's, it's the dollar losing purchasing power. Now, if we're working this hard to make money, it's not just about having a number in a database, right? And called a bank account, right? What is a bank account? It's a number in a database, right? Representing purchasing power. Let's increase our purchasing power. How do wealthy people do that? Well, they typically buy assets that appreciate in value, okay? Assets that they bought at a certain price and then later on they can sell at a higher price. They don't necessarily need to even own these assets. They don't need to be physical. You know what I mean? The reason I share that is because a lot of people, they're like, I want to get rich so I can buy a car. And it's like, yeah, you bought a car. It's a losing investment. It loses money immediately. But, you know, enjoy life. I'm not trying to tell you not to live your life. But take pride in making winning investments. If you just put money in a bank account, hey, your money's going to be, it's going to flatline, right? You're going to have that number in a database called a bank account. But your purchasing power is going to go down because prices are just going to inevitably go up. This is the hidden tax that every government in the world tries to get away with if they can, and they all pretty much can. Central banks, you know what I mean? They run the world, not governments. That's my mind anyways. And yeah, this is what they want to do basically. So what I would recommend, guys, to keep this video short, think about investing some of your money. I mean, honestly, wealthy people put a lot of their money in to index funds. There's one that is an ETF that I want to recommend, and I want to keep the video short because I could probably talk for a lot longer. The stock ticker is SPY, okay? And it tracks the S&P 500, meaning if you want to just hedge against inflation and try to keep, at a minimum, keep your buying power, you can invest into just this one ETF. Now, normally it's like, no, don't just buy one thing. Don't buy one company. It's too volatile. No, but if you buy the S&P 500 or you buy this SPY ETF, number one, it pays a dividend. Number two, they, on the back end, the people that run this ETF, they keep track with the S&P 500, okay? They take the money from that ETF and they buy the underlying shares of the companies in the S&P 500, okay? So it's a great way of just keeping pace with inflation. A lot of people, they invest in the stock market and they think their money's going up, but a lot of times it's yeah, that number in a database went up, but your purchasing power, you may have just kept pace with inflation. You know what I mean? If inflation's 3% and you gain 3% in a year, well, you just broke even. You know what I mean? That's why when they talk about interest rates, they say what the interest rate is, and then intelligent people say real rates, because they talk about interest rates versus things like inflation. So anyways, guys, it's in summary, when you make profit from all of our e-commerce ventures, don't just keep it in a bank account. Consider putting some of it, it's super lazy. You can even set up automatic deposits, you know what I mean? Where it just automatically purchases shares of an ETF like the SPY. Mega wealthy people, they give their money to money managers, and guess what the money managers do? They do this, because if things go bad, they can say, well, things went bad for everybody, so it's not a big deal. And if things are normal, which is the stock market just go up and to the right, then they're like, oh, they look like geniuses. And what did they really do? They pretty much they hedged. They just call it what it is, I'm not trying to downplay good money managers and what they are able to do, but generally speaking, that's really just playing it safe. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll put a link to where you can track the S&P, the SPY, the ETF I recommended in the description. But thank you for watching. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.